It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. And come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Off play action, it's Tua. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's complete to River Craycraft. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Hill brought in motion. Tua going to give it to Achane. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Another run here with Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The master of play action, Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. 15 yards through the air, and the Jets have a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle with Hall. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Dolphins offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This one complete to Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And it will finally be taken down at the Jets' 5-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 38 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and They took it down for 6.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. 2 now on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
3rd down, 3 to go. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll get this out wide. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That is complete to Craycraft. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tua to throw again. He's going to have the first down and more. That's a gain of 18 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. To the outside, he's got Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing again, it's Tua. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. A good return here up past the 30, but maybe a penalty allowed him to get that far. Let's see.
Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's Corley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Deep to return is Malik Washington. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They send a receiver in motion left. Here's a handoff to Achane, running left, and nothing cooking on that one.
He'll forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed. You know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Sanders here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins up their lead. It's now 24-7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They give to Hall. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They face 2nd down and 7. Rodgers to throw. Toward the sideline and taken in by Adams. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run. This is Hall. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A tight end in motion now. On the give, it's Hall. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Rodgers. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That is brought in at the 10. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. A run up the middle with Achan. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing is Tua. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, this is Achan. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this out to the left flat. And this is not what they were hoping for. He is out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage. And so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So, on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. So now, Rodgers and the Jets, ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense, and, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane.
Devon Achane, the ball carrier. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Miami.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Tua gonna give it to Achane. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Corley. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one caught at the 4.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing, Rodgers. Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Following the touchdown, the Jets have Rodgers ready to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Rodgers going up top again. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here's a give to Achane. Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Third and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.